get it.
And there you have it, as expected.
Yep. Incredibly even. Comes
Straight down the middle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much the entire audience is going to be LUNATIC-HAI fans
Yeah.
at this point. Getting tickets for these days when LUNATIC-HAI play is very challenging.
The studio is basically full.
I mean, next week is going to be just as difficult with Rogue playing out here as well, because quite a many few fans, even for the Western teams here in Korea. But we'll start things off on Command Center.
Yeah. A little bit more of a tight map as well. I mean, Fate could potentially have an opportunity to head over to that Reinhardt if he felt like it.
Well, already LUNATIC-HAI going to come out the gates here with that triple DPS as Eska moves over onto the Soldier, and Guido is going to be starting off with a Tracer, so we'll see how he handles himself. Already saw Sapiobi there in the first match. Fantastic performance on Tracer. We'll see how Guido matches up.
Yeah, already building a lot of that pulse bomb as Erster able to pick up the first kill here, and that's two actually going down in favor of Mighty AOD, but that's the double boop. Actually going to claim both the mech and the D.Va. DM still popping around this fight. Erster actually able to pick one up with that dash. Mighty AOD at least get the first cap.
Yeah, all right, so already a very strong showing here. Getting rid of Jaehong right off the bat. It's going to be very crucial. You can see the Transcendent's going to be much further away. We're already 50% of the way there, and Jaehong just now getting ready to pass 20%. So good openings, good target selection from the side of Mighty AOD. See if they can close it out.
DM actually gets a decent flank here. Lots of damage onto that Zenyatta, who's going to get picked off. Fate's going to grab that kill with that dive into the back line. LUNATIC-HAI struggling here as now they're finally able to start answering back. Pulse Bomb comes out, doesn't find the target. Again, looking for more. Guido grabs one. Riv able to take down Who Are You with a crit to the face. Transcendence now there for Mighty AOD as they just put their talons into this point and continue ticking this one up.
They just keep holding on to this one. I mean, a few ultimates getting ready to come through as Mior goes ahead, pops that Primal Rage, trying to stick in here as best as possible, knock the members of Mighty AOD off of it so they can finally get a cap coming through. They do find one in onto Fate. Attack visor still available for Eska as he fires off from this sideline. And they will go ahead and push forward that sound barrier as the cap gets ready to come through for them. Looks like they will have that first flip.
Mirror gets the double kill, so that is going to be the flip secured. Thorncut just going to jump himself off the edge, and they're going to start this one more time. Inside of Mighty AOD, but over 50%.
I mean, Jaehong has finally got the Transcendence ready to go, and Karev is 62% towards his second one. So it's been really rough times here for Jaehong, who just has less defensive options for himself, not playing on that Ana.
Yeah, it's getting dived on. You know, charging up that pulse bomb. DM has his. Dashes a couple of times into this one as he's just looking for Jaehong. Well, he throws down the Dragon Blade though. Good deflection, stops that damage, but oh god, they are going to trade. There's Erster's turn. See what he can do. His Dragon Blade doesn't actually find too many enemies here. As LUNATIC-HAI actually just on the other side, able to wipe everyone out. That went so horribly wrong for Mighty AOD. Not quite in the right positions.
Yeah, and with Erster getting sniped out here, they're going to be able to push forward. Eska dropping down that self-heal, keeping himself alive, and actually finds Thorncut popped over the side. Yeah, take him out, and this is going to be LUNATIC-HAI holding firm as they get ready to surpass Mighty AOD on control. 56% for both of these teams as they hold firm, but ultimates expended on both sides. Going to have to be stacking back up, especially from these Genjis. Who Are You going down during that Dragon Blade? And Erster not really finding anything, got booped away immediately by the likes of Toby, but Jaehong's dead again.
Yeah, so is Miro as well, as LUNATIC-HAI lose two immediately. Transcendence helping Mighty AOD out as Karev, then gonna get punished afterwards. Erster able to take down Who Are You, and they're just losing so much of this damage. Pulse bombs in, not able to get any kills. That's going to be the retake, and LUNATIC-HAI have to back out.
Big whiff there from the side of Guido. And they get a really nice stagger on the likes of Toby, just now coming back up. Who Are You going extremely low.
Yeah, very aggressive out of Mighty AOD here. Almost gets the boop off with Thorncut headbutting the Soldier away.
And now they're just going to try to hold this choke point here. Pulse Bomb comes through, finds a stick, gets Eska.
Nicely done. Look at this setup. So aggressive. 80% now gained by Mighty AOD. LUNATIC-HAI just waiting for Eska to come back alive. They're still just losing so much health. Guido is going to fall down once again.
He's trying to get to the back line. He wants to just dash his way through and try to get rid of Karev, but just can't find it.
Well, they are going to try and opt in for as much as they can. Mighty AOD throws down the sound barrier. They know that they just need to win one more fight, and they will be able to take this. It's in overtime, but LUNATIC-HAI, they get the retake as Who was on the point just by himself, and Mighty AOD couldn't get back in time. Who has the Dragon Blade, but he's holding on to it.
Retake already so close here for Mighty AOD, though, as the clock still just keeps ticking up here. LUNATIC-HAI approaching that overtime of their own. Who goes down after popping the Dragon Blade. That could be a crucial opening here for Mighty AOD to get that first round on Lijiang Tower into overtime. Transcendence used by Curve, keeping his team alive, and it's just a couple members of LUNATIC-HAI nearby to try to push in. Guido finishes off Fate to open up the map, but can he get more? Pulse Bomb comes through, has the stick, takes him out.
Nicely done by Mighty AOD. That's 2 quick picks. Now evening up the odds as far as men on the point are concerned, but this overtime still ticking. Mighty AOD, you can see they've almost got that switch back. That'll be overtime immediately. They just need to try and get the rest of LUNATIC-HAI off here, and they have got the retake. And there it is. It's going to... Oh, that was so incredibly close. Miro gets back onto this point. It's the sound barrier for Mighty AOD, though, and that may seal the deal as Guido on the point still is going to be taken out, and that's going to be that. First one taken by Mighty AOD.
Wow, really hard fought. And I mean, Jaehong just consistently getting picked off. It was really excellent target selection coming through from Mighty AOD. Dame just working his way into the back line, taking them out very consistently with, Kariv and Erster as well. And they just ripped right through him.
And DM was playing like a man possessed towards the end of that one as well. That double pickoff that he managed to get really saved Mighty AOD, because LUNATIC-HAI did have a slight man advantage with Respawn still coming back on the side of Mighty AOD.
Well, I just confirmed Miro is in fact playing with both hands.
Okay, good.
Map's not over yet, though.
Does that mean that he's just like put his other hand up there now? Like,
yeah, maybe he's finally putting his second hand.
Yeah.
Move over to the night market, see if this is going to get tied up. I mean, Mighty AOD can go ahead and pick up a very swift victory on Lijiang. That would be very impressive. And very damning for LUNATIC-HAI. Jaehong yet again goes down right off the bat.
Yeah, DM just jumps into the backline and takes him down.
I think it's Eska as well.
This is what we were talking about. This guy's playing so clutch right now, DM, and super far forward as well, as Fate is going to follow in his footsteps. Grab Miro, answers for it there with Toby picking his life up off the ground, but that's going to be the first take by Mighty AOD once again.
And good lord, I mean, I just got done talking about how Jaehong on the Zenyatta just cannot be safe. And right off the bat, first blood comes through yet again. He gets taken out.
Yeah, and almost once again as well as DM does get punished this time. Erster's going to
picks it
grab
up.
2 kills. Yeah, dashes his way forward, picks that one up. That's 5 kills now. LUNATIC-HAI only have Guido remaining. And he's going to have to get the heck out of there. Mighty AOD, what happened to this team over the last week?
I don't know, but I mean, that's the thing that LUNATIC-HAI said. If they were playing on the same level that they saw them before, from the Super Week, from their first set versus Rogue, then they would come up with a victory. But, maybe it's a bit of both. Maybe it's LUNATIC-HAI underperforming and Mighty AOD putting in a hell of a lot of work. But right now, they have the upper hand. They're holding on to this point. 40% so far coming through, and they're pushing very far forward, very aggressively. Transcendence comes down. Dragon Blade out from Mercer. He finds one off screen, and DM maybe looking for that pulse bomb, but actually doesn't even need it. The rest of his team is just picking up the kills.
What is this? Mighty AOD, and they've got 3 ultimates now available. That sound barrier is so important, as well as the self-destruct, for making sure that they can get this point in overtime. Of course, getting a little bit ahead of ourselves, 60% only ticking up thus far for Mighty AOD, but LUNATIC-HAI just not looking like they have a way in. I
mean, every time they push forward, they just lambs to the slaughter. It just seems like the cohesion that we normally see from this squad is just lacking. Now DM with a really nice flank, finds Miro, drops the pulse bomb, he gets taken out immediately by Fate.
That was a beautiful flank, just lying in wait, pops it on his back and says, well, you now don't have your front line anymore.
I mean, they get half of a retake on the backside, but LUNATIC-HAI can't complete this. They're forcing out the Transcendence just to try to get in onto the point, but it's going to be answered by that sound barrier coming through from Mighty AOD as they continue to just shove them back in towards the spawn.
Yep, Toby throws down his sound barrier as well. LUNATIC-HAI grab a couple of kills and now have an advantage as far as the men, but oh my god, so many are in answer here. Finally, LUNATIC-HAI seeming in somewhat control.
They finally cut back through, they get themselves onto the point, they get the retake, but it's 90% accrued for Mighty AOD. One more recap for them could very well mean the 2-0 on Lijiang for that first map victory. LUNATIC-HAI are in this one for the long haul. Want to try to hold this all the way up to 100%. And they're just a quarter of the way there so far. Do have a couple ultimates to work with, but still not too many. Eska's going to be the next one back up as he's on that Diva. Pulse Bomb comes through, finds his stick, gets rid of Kareev. Nice aim coming through there from the side of Guido, the rookie. Showing some prowess here on the Tracer.
Feels like he's getting a little bit more comfortable now as Fate throws down his ultimate. The Primal Rage just going to try and bash LUNATIC-HAI around. He's able to get Jaehong once again, but Guido is able to take down DM, evening things out. Sleep's going to fall, and who are you? He's found himself feeling a little bit better. As let's have a look at this. Pops inside, throws it down. See you later, Zenyatta.
I mean, that was just kind of like a flick look to the side, tosses it, actually gets the stick. Thrift just now getting some revenge as he does take out Guido. But honestly, you'd have to say so far, Guido looking like probably the best performing member on LUNATIC-HAI in his LAN debut in Apex. But now, losing a couple kills here as the recap finally coming through here from Mighty AOD. 71% what was accrued in Urster, slashing away with that Dragon Blade, comes up with one on the Toby.
Well, they don't have a frontline here as Sleep is able to take down Esker as well. Gets the boop onto Who Are You as well, and LUNATIC-HAI once again crumbling the hands of Mighty AOD. Remember, 99% has been already accrued now. This overtime is being desperately held onto. Finally, Miro gets back, but self-destruct is there like we were talking about. Can potentially buy them some time, and it's ticking down now. Esker makes his way back in. He's picked up a Diva just to try and survive for longer.
There's just nothing that they can do. Who Are You? Desperation, popping that Dragon Blade, gets ran down by Thorncut.